Good morning, BNI Swanky. I'm Lella, a director consultant for the region. And I want to talk to you today about when you get a visitor, what to do in order to get them to apply for membership. Congratulations on getting the visitor. One, that's half the battle. The second part is getting them to come back and also to see the value in enough to make a decision to apply for membership. There are two types of people. There are ones that will jump right when you say jump. And when they see something good, they jump right on it. And there are others that really have to take the time to think about the decisions that they make in life. Neither one of them are bad, and both of them are true types of people. So when you get a visitor to come in the room, sometimes it takes a little extra nudge to get them to come back. So the biggest thing that I've learned through the my time as being a member is that it takes the follow-up process sometimes to get people to come back. So what does that look like? What I do is when I have a visitor come in, even if it's not my visitor. So when I first was launching my personal chapter, what I did is I took the time to set up a one-to-one with the person visiting after the chapter and get to know them a little bit better, so that I knew exactly their case for their business and how BNI could really help them and achieve their goals that they have. And what I did is I sat down with them, building the relationship and teaching them what it takes in order to grow in BNI without them even being a BNI member. And they started seeing the value. And a lot of times they would show back up. Now, sometimes people come in and I would sit down with them, and not all of them really needed BNI. And so that's okay. But what that does is it still grows my referral partnerships outside of the chapter in order for me to grow my business and get contacts and stuff. So it's a great way, once you get a visitor in the room, to show them what BNI is all about on a one-to-one basis. Sometimes people like that one-to-one too, because they feel like they were a small fish in a big pond and they didn't have an opportunity to really connect with anyone. I always keep in contact as well. I months down the road, I will check in. I try to Facebook friend as many people as I can, where I can say happy birthday, how are you doing, things like that, to keep myself top of mind. And I'm always thinking about how to invite them to the next chapter meeting. What do you do though when somebody that you've invited doesn't show up? So I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she's a phenomenal lady. She goes by Grandma Kid. Grandma Kid is in a chapter on the west side of Cincinnati, and she truly believes in the BNI way, and she had been inviting a personal trainer to the chapter. She didn't personally go to this gym. However, it was a new gym that was in town, and it had this big grand opening in the front of the building. And so she stopped in, and she had mentioned about BNI, and she talked to a trainer who had told her that he was interested. However, he didn't show up to the next week's meeting. And so what she did is she called him, made sure that he was okay, and said, "Hey, I'm so sorry, Zane, that I missed you last week. We'd love to see you again next week, though," and gave him again the chapter time and place and all of that location. The following week, he again didn't show up. So what she did is she called, left him a message, and then emailed him. And this is the email that she sent to him, which I thought was very strong. It says, "Hi, Zane. This is Grandma Kid from West Cincinnati BNI. Sorry you didn't make it last Thursday. I trust you will be able to come on January 23rd, 2020. You will never find a better way to introduce Next Level to a better group of referral partners. It will cost you not a penny to come as my guest, and I will be honored to have you there. Please bring business cards to share. We meet on Thursday mornings at 7:30 at Diamond Oaks Career Center," and gave him the address. So he didn't necessarily show up. However, he did have somebody else from the organization show up on his behalf. Sometimes it takes that extra nudge, and sometimes it takes that extra follow-up to get people to visit. I've heard countless times from members who said that, you know, they were invited 5, 6, 7 times before they even showed up. And so having that follow up and being okay with hearing no is fine. Just keep trying because you know you have something to offer. They just don't know it yet. So make sure when you get the visitors in the room, you definitely make that extra effort to even just follow up with them. Send a thank you note, do a phone call, do a one-to-one. Teach them what the BNI way is all about and help grow your chapter. I hope this was helpful, and I hope your chapters are very successful through this Visitors Fest. Good luck, and tune in next week to the brand new Monday Morning Buzz. Thank you.